The Science of Getting Rich for Women Solopreneurs. How to Think and Act in a Certain Way by Wallace D. Wattles, edited by Michelle Price and Michelle Anton. A limited edition manuscript. Forward. There is a science of getting rich, and it is an exact science, like algebra or arithmetic. There are certain laws which govern the process of acquiring riches. Once these laws are learned and obeyed by any woman, she will create wealth with mathematical certainty. Wallace D. Wattles, The Science of Getting Rich, paraphrased by Michelles Anton and Price. The foundation of this book is based on The Science of Getting Rich, which was written in 1910 by Wallace D. Wattles 1 year before his death. This compilation, The Science of Getting Rich for Women Solopreneurs, was created by two dedicated women solo entrepreneurs, Michelle Price and Michelle Anton. They were in search of a personal mastery book that met the needs of women solopreneurs who own and operate service businesses, who want to shift from solely trading time for dollars to creating more value from their intellectual property for themselves and others through their books, ebooks, and information-based products. They have combined their real-world experience from the School of Hard Knocks, their expertise in Fortune 50 and small business entrepreneurship, and added a dash of grassroots research to help women entrepreneurs everywhere prosper. All too often they have found that females don't have access to the contacts and shortcuts shared and enjoyed by men in the old boys network. Their main goal in editing The Science of Getting Rich into The Science of Getting Rich for Women Solo Entrepreneurs was to provide an extraordinarily effective and efficient method for women interested in gaining wealth, one that preaches against competitive economic practices, instead concerning itself with the cooperation and betterment of the world. Preface. This book is pragmatic, not philosophical, a practical manual, not based on theories. It is intended for the woman solopreneur whose most pressing need is for money, who wants to get rich first and philosophize afterward. It is for those women solopreneurs who so far haven't had the time, the means, or the opportunity to go deeply into the study of prosperity and abundance, but who want results and are willing to take the conclusions of science as a basis for action, without going into all the processes by which those conclusions were reached. It is expected that you will take the fundamental statements upon faith, just as you would take statements concerning a law of electrical action if they were publicized by Thomas Edison, and taking the statements upon faith, that you will prove their truth by acting upon them without fear or hesitation. Every woman solo entrepreneur who does this will certainly get rich, for the science herein applied is an exact science, and failure is impossible. For the benefit, however, of those who wish to investigate philosophical theories to secure a logical basis for faith, here are certain authorities. The monistic theory of the universe, the theory that one is all and that all is one, that one substance manifests itself as the seeming many elements of the material world, is of Hindu origin and has been gradually winning its way into the thought of the Western world for 200 years. It is the foundation of all the Oriental philosophies, and of those of Descartes, Spinoza, Leibniz, Schopenhauer, Hegel, and Emerson. The reader who would dig to the philosophical foundations is advised to read Hegel and Emerson for herself. The plan of action laid down in this book was deduced from the conclusions of philosophy. It has been thoroughly tested and bears the supreme test of practical experiment. It works. If you wish to know how the conclusions were arrived at, read the writings of the authors mentioned above. And if you wish to reap the fruits of these philosophies in actual practice, read this book and do exactly as it tells you to do.